name is taken out. All right, so let's look at the POI because we already did that. Now we're going to look at not the group report, but reflection one for this scenario. So let's look at reflection one. So what are you expected to do in reflection one? You're expected to give your general thought about the topic. All right. So what were your thoughts about farming before you start to do the research? What are your thoughts about farmers? What are your thoughts about farming in general? What about just general thoughts about what you think um, about your topic before you start to do your research? And then right here, I say, summarize the content of your artifacts. This is very important because this will allow this will this allows you to go deeper into well, not really deeper. You read it and then you critique, you analyze and summarize and compact it. So when you're giving your afterthought of what you have done, you can make a quick reference to your summarized notes. So we encourage you to summarize your artifacts, and then you can give a reflection or your thinking of how the artifacts have influenced your thoughts, have influenced your view on the topic. How has it or how have they um, shaped your thoughts? So, right, so it's a state of the piece that shape your thinking and has influenced your thoughts. So we're going to look at a sample artifact shortly. All right, guys. So we are now going to look at a sample of reflection one. So let us look at the screen again. And we are seeing that reflection one requires you to state what the general thoughts are before you started the research. Give a brief summary of the artifacts you're looking at, and then state how these pieces have influenced or shaped your thoughts. All right, so let's go. So I'm going to stop share here and reshare quickly the SBA that we're going to look at. All right, so let's go right into it quickly. All right, so this here read out some of the documents. So we have the SBA, this SBA we have looks at well, the candidate name is taken out. All right, so let's look at the POI because we already did that. Now we're going to look at not the group report, but reflection one for this scenario. So remember now we're looking at your general thoughts about the topic, a summary of the artifacts, and then lastly, how your thoughts have been shaped by the artifacts you have used to investigate your topic. All right, so as I began my studies on social issues, I will focus on a specific subtopic, effects of poverty in Jamaica. My thoughts on poverty is that people are not able to afford the essential needs for one's life. It causes people to not be able to even afford a certain level of education that they may want. Poverty not only exists in the Caribbean countries, but also in the richest of countries. My first artifact is a poem. So right now you see they're going to summarize it. My first artifact is a poem entitled I Grew Up Poor and I Am Not Ashamed by Janet L. Harvey. At the time I was done reading this poem, I was filled with so much pride. The poem is about a woman who grew up poor, and it gives examples of what poverty was like. But despite that, how she grew up has made her stronger. It has motivated her, and his and this teaches me that no matter where I come from or go through in my life, I should never be ashamed and use it to inspire me to aim for excellence. Now, I just want to say right here, as you see, that you can give your thoughts prior to, and as you see, as they are summarizing the fact, they are telling you simultaneously how it has shaped their thoughts. Yet one way you can add one paragraph to give your thoughts, and then another paragraph or two to summarize the artifacts, then a final paragraph where you can give your thoughts based on the entire artifacts and how the different artifacts has shaped your mind. However, you see in this one that they're doing it simultaneously, which is quite fun. The second artifact is a song entitled Nothing to Smile About by Morgan Heritage. It was released on YouTube by Sam Porsche in 2015. In the song, the singer says, based on what is going on in the country, there's nothing to smile about because all he can see around him is poverty, from hungry children to limited education facilities and broken up police stations. Unlike the poem, there's no hope expressed in the song, and this is the present. So right there, you see they are doing a bit of comparison with other artifacts. When I think about the poem and this song, I am more determined to see the good in everything and be optimistic and believe that better will come once I motivate myself. And the third artifact is a video clip from a news report found on YouTube entitled Jamaica's Poverty Rate Increases, and is by TVJ Jamaica, Television Jamaica, 2018. The news report that Jamaicans are poorer than they were 2 years ago, and that some people can't even find food to eat because they can't get a stable job. This video helps me to realize that poverty is not something people choose to be in, but sometimes because of limited opportunities and no education, people end up in poverty. I am pleased to know that I came across these artifacts because they have all inspired me to think lightly of, not to think lightly of poverty because it is a disease, and that I should always make the most of my time in school, no matter how I feel about a subject or even my teachers. Okay. All right, so let me stop here. So this is a great reflection.